Okay. All right, so we're starting now. So it is good to set like the certain time limits within the app so you can, set features for that period of time. And you can actually, now if it's an emergency and someone is texting you and they need you to be notified, they can actually, like it'll show delivered quietly, and then you can actually force notify. If it's like an emergency, you can force notify the person that you're trying to get a hold of, which people probably take advantage of that though. All right, so screenshotting a full web page to a PDF. Has anybody ever done this before? So I used our website, for example. So if you actually, and you guys can do it, as we go too. So if you actually visit our website on Safari itself on your phone, and you just do a regular screenshot. So you press your volume. For my phone, it's volume and the power button. Some people have the center iPhone button, just whatever features you have. You screenshot it, and it's actually going to say screen or full page. So if you go to full page, you're able to scroll up and down and see all the pages in the web page itself. And then you're actually able to export it into a PDF, or you can save it in your files. So it's a good feature. Like if you're trying to save an appraisal report and you're viewing it on your phone, you can do a full screenshot and view the full page. Or if you're trying to help a client with a application or something like that, you're able to actually view the full page itself. So I actually was testing it out, and I was sending it to Karina this morning. So if you go in, once you screenshot, you click full page, you actually go in and hit save PDF to files, or you can actually export it into a text message. So to export, you're going to go ahead and hit the little export arrow button. And then from there, it'll export it into a screenshot and the PDF. So in the center one, you'll be able to see that it sent it to her as a screenshot and the actual PDF link. And then on the right side of the screen, you'll be able to see the PDF itself. So it breaks it down into a full PDF version. It'll show you the megabytes that it's saved to. Then you can save it to a file. You can actually print directly from your phone as well with an air printer, or you can export it to somebody else or email it to yourself. So it's a good version to be able to have this if we're trying to send something to a client or send something to one of our processors, if we're trying to show them something and the only thing we have access to is our cell phone. All right. Now, how many of us, well, are there any processors on the call actually? I don't even know. I don't think so. So how many times do we all get yelled at for having screenshots and having our borrowers send screenshots in? So this is one of like the biggest things. And I know there's several apps to use. If you don't have an iPhone, there are several PDF scanners that they're free. But the notes section one is a huge game changer. I use it for everything. Has anybody ever used it before? No. Okay. So literally all you do.
I actually have. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. And it's so easy, and to be able to actually, and this is something that you guys can actually literally screen record on your phone, and you can send it to clients that if they have an iPhone. It's super clear. It literally, you can adjust the color, you can adjust the framing of it. You literally can do everything right from your phone. So it's good if you're meeting a client somewhere and they don't want to leave you their documents. It does take time if you have to scan, 50 pages of documents, but obviously it's better than having to take 50 pictures of it too. And it merges it into one document. So all you do is you open your notes app, select scan documents. So I just started a blank note to show you guys. You then snap a picture of the document, or you can actually import one from your camera roll. Once you've scanned it, you can access it whenever you want in your notes section. And then you can actually export it to an email, export it to a text message. You can save it to your files. And then you can actually save it in your notes too. I delete them just because they take up so much space. But once they're stored and saved, then you can export them. I saw a message come through. Oh, Amanda, your mind is blown, isn't it? It's amazing. I discovered it. It's been a while. I actually wrote a tutorial on how to do it because nobody knew how to do it. And we were getting so many screenshots, and people think, oh yeah, screenshot, no big deal. But then when we're trying to convert it from an image to a PDF, it never comes out right. So also, you can sign documents in your phone. Does anybody know you could do that? So yeah, so you can actually sign a document. So let's say, and it's obviously it's a digital signature still. It's not a live wet signature. So you have to make sure what you're signing is allowed to be digitally signed. So all you do is you take a picture of the document or you scan the document, however you're going to sign the document itself. So I just took a blank piece of paper to show you guys how it works. And all right. So all you're going to do is take a picture and then see if this works. Okay. So you're going to take a picture. You're going to go into the edit feature. You are going to, goes a little fast. Oh, hold on one second. Okay. There we go. So you'll go into the picture itself, go into the edits. You'll hit the plus sign. You'll hit the signature. Then you'll add the signature that you want, or you can actually store your signature itself. So once you go in and actually have your live signature saved or your digital signature saved, you can go in and do it multiple times. Multiple documents. You can create new signatures. If you have a client that needs a digital signature and you need them to sign and you're with them, you can actually have them digitally sign on your phone as well. As you can see, it literally just use your finger and you sign. And then you place it on the document on the signature line, wherever that may be. And then you can actually export it and save it. It'll be an image, but you can export it and save it as a PDF as well. So it's a good feature to have. All right. So text shortcuts. So this is huge. I find myself, especially when texting like clients, I will use our lingo to text them. So for me, I was using like CTC and like sign your CD. If your client doesn't necessarily know what a CD is, I have now added shortcuts. So in my phone itself, so you can actually go in and there's like pre-templated ones like the OMW on my way. I add LE, CTC, CD. So anytime I text CD, you text CD, hit space, and then closing disclosure will pop up. It replaces the shortcut for you. CTC, I type your CTC and then hit space and clear to close will populate in. So when we're driving and texting, it's big because we're obviously not having to use, full text board or full text availability, things like that. So as I build my text shortcuts, it does help to be able to have those little shortcuts, and it saves us time. All right, call responses. How many times do we get a declined call and it's always I can't talk right now, or it's not personalized, it's literally one of the saved ones? Well, you can actually go in and edit exactly what you want those messages to say. You'll add your responses, and when you save them, then when someone's calling you and your phone pops up, you can actually hit one of your saved responses. You can only store 3. That's all that they allow you to do. But this way you at least have, sorry, I'm on the other line. Please send a text message if urgent. I'm in a closing. We'll call you back. I just have the 2 for right now. But once you go in and save those, you can access those once your call is coming in. All right, scan a QR code. I'm sure most people know, especially with COVID, menus kind of went away for a period of time. You can scan a QR code from your camera itself, and then it'll direct you to the website. So that's pretty much a straightforward feature, but you would be surprised a lot of people don't know how to access the QR codes. All right, now this one is a pretty interesting one. I'm gonna actually pause this. So anybody that has an iPhone, have you guys actually done photo to text before? No. Okay, so it's a really neat feature, especially if you're trying to take a picture of something, or if you're in a class and they put up, how many times do they put up on the big screen, hey, take a picture of this to save it to your phone for later? You can actually take a picture and copy and paste the verbiage within the picture and actually put it in a text, an email, in your notes section. You highlight the words to copy and you just copy and paste them. And then you not only have a picture, but you have the verbiage from the picture as well. So I did just a little video to show you guys on how to do that. So you have to take the picture in live mode, and you'll see in the bottom right corner the little 3 dots with the camera surrounding it. You actually click that, and that's how you get the text. And as you can see, I'm going to run it back real quick. And as you can see, once you click the blue dots, it'll highlight the words, and then you copy which words you want. So I copied the full left side of the picture under write for us. I copied it and I texted it to Karina because I wanted her to know about write for us. And then literally it's every single word. Now, sometimes there are a couple words that sometimes do get skewed. So it's always good just to be sure that you actually read what is being copied. So those are my little tips and tricks for iPhones currently that I use. I'm sure there are a ton out there as well in addition to those, but some of them are a little bit more in depth. So those are my top features that I actually use currently. Do you guys have any questions on the features? Who's gonna now go and play with their iPhone and figure out how to actually use the features itself?